Hi, it's me again, Horatio, and I'm leaning up against the bulkhead here of my Catalina 25. You know, when you buy one of these boats, they're all the same condition. They look cosmetically like they're in good shape, but you're going to have to gut the thing just like you do on that show, which there is no videos on YouTube on that, how that Pimp My Truck, how they completely gut it. You do, and you'll start to see all the problems like I found out there with the stern there on the transom. So, you also want to subscribe to this kind of magazine here, Sailing. It's very cheap. And you'll see, they're all coming back to this style again anyway, this same style. They were starting to slope the fronts like this where you wouldn't see them, and now they're building the fore hatch there. They're building that up at an angle like I'm leaning on this. But, they went and they don't think ahead, and they start drilling these holes everywhere, and that's what I'm going to show you today, how to fix those holes. If you watched me with when I did the build fiber stuff, you'd see that that stuff's good stuff. It's hard as nails. It's way better than anything else, and you just mix it with the resin that you have. It's pretty economic, and most all manufacturers sell that milled fiber and the micro spears or micro balloons, so you can get it from any manufacturer of your choice. So I just wanted to show you what I mean. See, like right here's the back. You can see they're building the front of the decks up again. They used to slope them right into the see, there's another one. See, it's they're building them up again like they used to. So they're basically the same. And here you could get one from Hurricane Sandy and build it up too. A lot of these recovery ones are people that have been paying insurance and slip prices, and they've been trying to get out of the slip price, which is like anywhere from, for this boat here, a slip is only $200 a month. See, that's what's nice about a 25. Not only that, this is called a trailer sailor. So you can put it on the trailer, take it home, and put it in your driveway like I did. Yep, you'll see, the Catalina 25 is the most popular boat in the world. You think I just make that stuff up or something? You know? Yep. So, yeah, in here you'll see there's all kinds of ideas. And if you like backpacking, you're going to really like this, because this is far better than backpacking, because now you can carry all your stuff. Now see, right there's a perfect example. See, you wouldn't think that's a new boat, but it is. You can see it. It looks older than my boat even. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And you can find out all kinds of ideas. And so you definitely need one of these. That's what sets you back the most right there. Your radar. They're like $2,000. So the boat doesn't even cost that, I'll tell you that. And right here, this is what I mean. If you're like a backpacker, you're just going to love. I know I got some backpackers that are subscribers. This is really beyond backpacking, is it not? Yes or no? I mean, to go like, dude, you're still backpacking. How can you call that beyond backpacking? It's almost like I could take that guy that wrote the book Beyond Backpacking the Court and sue him, and write my own book Beyond Backpacking about sailing. Really, seriously. Think it over, you'll see. So what we're going to do is fix these holes. So this is what some people do. Yeah, see this one? You can see that's what they look like if you do a crappy job with that finger putty. Those guys, they're working on your boat, and you don't want to pay so much, and you want the boat done this weekend. That's how they do it. So there's all kinds of holes. I just found those two. I drilled out all these holes, and now I'm going to do both sides and stuff, because I got that glue I showed you yesterday in the box from Jamestown Distributors. See these holes up here? All of them, look at them. And there's a board that goes over here. A piece of teak that covers them. But still, you want to fill them in with this here milled fiber. I keep forgetting what it is, because it's the first time I used that milled fiber and mixed it myself. Otherwise, you pay the big bucks. And also, look at this drill. You know what's really nice about this new Chicago electric 18 volt. It's better than my 19.2 Porter cable, because one thing, here it does that, it locks. That means this, you can actually tighten this sucker for a change. I never used to like these things, because when you tightened them, you had to hold them like this, and then the one hand slipped in the other. You remember? But this thing, it locks, so you can tighten that super tight. So you want to drill these out to something pretty substantial size. See, and then you get all that garbage out. And I doing all this because I want to, see, I have these to fill in again. It's like that joint compound. If you look at that, just watch joint compound and I'll tell you, you can't get too over indulged or you'll have it all messed up. You got to come back and do it again, no matter what. So yeah, these holes will never line up with the new teak pieces. And this is the way they do it properly, everything. So see, now I drilled that out into the substructure, but I didn't go through the substructure. Now I got this thing, you're not going to believe it, it's like $2. It's a countersinker. You have to countersink them because you're not really countersinking them, you're flaring the holes, or otherwise, here I'll show you what happens. That's what happens if you don't countersink them. They will crack out, you know, a crack around your paint job, and you go, damn, I hate that, you know? So you want to use this countersink tool here and countersink that before, and then it won't crack like that. You basically feathered it in. Oh yeah, and you can see what I got. Even though I did chip all this away with the chisel, I ended up going back and doing it with my sander again anyway. So it's not like that's the way I put it together. See, I feathered it in, and you could probably just gel coat that now. And in case you didn't know, they're going to say, oh, there's no such thing as fiberglass gel coat. There is. I'll show you where to get that too. Only the super pros that are above West Systems and Systems 3 know where to get that. You basically, I don't like to sound like, I know you're really smart. I know you all are. But I'm just saying, you got to be a rocket scientist to know where these things are and how to do it properly. See how I did that? I mean, there's no other real way to get that flare you want. Now some probably would just put, you know, the silicone from Harbor Freight, and that's really not marine grade. So don't listen to them. They're just out to screw you. Yep. Here's another perfect example. I'm going to drill these out too. Now we're down in the cockpit. See this one right here? See that one there? That one there is starting to separate from the structure. But by doing what I just did there, you'll see. If you want to watch somebody else do it after I show you how to do it, feel free to do that, but I'm showing you exactly how to do it. And also here, believe it or not, this part right here that you see, this is for the comb here. You know, for putting your stuff in there, like your gloves or stuff. That there is a drain hole. And they must have drilled it off. Maybe they did that at the factory even. You know? But yeah, come on. That hole's way too small. What it does is it plugs up with leaves. So, yeah, you want to put like at least like maybe a 3/8 hole in there. So I'm going to patch that all up and do it right. And put a 3/8 hole in. And the way I patch stuff up is, see, that's what I mean. I do it all at once. Now we're over here. See what I did is I take the top off here and I fill in. See my finger back there? I put the fiberglass, it's already fiberglass back there, just like that. I put the fiberglass cloth right over top of that, 3 layers of it. And then over here, see, nuts. They just kept putting this stuff all over the holes everywhere. And then, yeah, believe it or not, I got brand new comb. You can get them in white too, but they kind of look white, you know. I filled that one in too. See what he did here? Look, all wrong. That was all a big blob of silicone, GE, and it just separates. It doesn't really stick because you should have roughed it up or something first. So the way I do it is put the cloth back there, and I'll just be able to plug the hole, and you won't see this big blob. Like I said, when you look at the boat at first, you go, oh my, that's really good shape. And then you start tearing it apart like I did, and you'll see all kinds of structural problems that need to be repaired. Yes, all of it. It's bad shape. And if you don't like that sort of thing, I would just go buy a brand new sailboat. See? That one there. It's got cracks around the edge. So I just pull that cracks right out. See? You don't want people to see that stuff. I know I don't. See here what I'm doing? It's like, oh, nobody will see this. It's underneath the board there. I still don't want it cracking out. Because once it cracks, it gets moisture in there. Yeah. See, it's much more to it than you think than just putting putty in there with your finger, mixing that hand putty. Certainly it is. And now we're ready. Dig enough out there so you can I'll tell you, that spray-on stuff that they use from the factory with the chopping tool, what they do is they roll on the resin, and then they come back with this chopping tool that chops it up and just sprays these flakes on. That is really a crappy job. I mean it. It's way worse than these milled fibers. They're really the way to go. If you can spray a boat, just spray it with milled fiber, man. That's good stuff. But really the best is the cloth and the roving. Yep. That's the stuff. Yeah. So, right, you can see all the freaking holes I had to countersink. Looks like it got shot with a automatic 22. One of those new slide fire 22s. I wish you'd do a review of one of those, Iraqi veteran. Well, he doesn't want to be called by his last name. That's why I call him that. So look at these. See, I countersunk them all. And now I'm going to wipe them down with the right here, this stuff. The acetone. So it sticks. But look, I wanted to show you something. When you got the boat, you know how workers get lazy on the job. Come on, did you do construction yet? You must have as a teenager during the summer. Yeah, they found out they can just leave the dirt in before they put the counter on, and I'm telling you, you'll see all kinds of nasty stuff they did right at the factory. They don't bother vacuuming this up because they're just too lazy after a while. But look, there's another perfect example of what I'm talking about. See that one? See how it's popped out right there? Yep, that's why you want to do it this way with this countersink tool. Right here, see? See, now, it's not going to be so lame. So I took my shop vac and I sucked out all the holes too and cleaned it up like they didn't do at the factory. So what I did was I mixed that silica till it didn't lump like this, you know, it wouldn't slump. And then I added the milled fiber. What's that look like really, that milled fiber? I think it looks like JB Weld really. I'm mixing that up. Really good, see. And these gloves here. And this time I'm using this little steel putty knife, which is really fine stuff. And then I got these little cups at Walmart. I mean, you get like, what, 100 of them for 99 cents? Now watch, that won't slump. See that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. If I could just find that plane that Bane smashed up in Batman, that's what you want. That's made out of composite. Then I could fill in that transom on the stern, you know? And here, I found something even better. Some same stuff I was using to fill in the transom. You just pour that stuff in there. And it gets so hard. They've done some tests, you know, these astrophysicists. That's basically what they do. Shows you how to build composite airplanes, parts and all. It's the same thing. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll fill in these things. And also I curved them in. They're at an angle too when I sanded them. Don't that rooster get on your nerves? He just does that to agitate it thing. Yeah, so this will be nice. Look at all the freaking holes over here. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, now it's better, stronger than they did at the factory, like I said. And this time I marked the Systems 3 pump on the hardener. I put like a halfway mark on the pump on the hardener with a felt marker. So then I only gave it one full pump of the, you know, the resin, and then a half a pump of the hardener. And yeah, it's hard for me to chew gum and speak at the same time. Sorry about that. But you get what I mean. You'll see. If you put a little marking thing on the pump, you go, oh, now you only need a little bit of this stuff instead of going flipping crazy, you know? Yep. And believe it or not, I'll have to come back and do it again. Like I said, just watch a couple of those joint compound ones. And again, remember, every time you're watching something on YouTube, they're showing off. I'm probably the only one showing you how to do it. And you will learn, because a lot of people hate me. And that's why I'm called Horatio, you know. I'm like, if you've seen the movie Horatio, the A&E special, I couldn't resist that, because that's who I am. Young snotty, you know. That's what they don't like. It's kind of like, that's why I don't like football players. Oh, young snotty's going to make a fool out of all us, is he? See? And yeah, you know the rest of you kids, you don't really care. It's usually that football player and his father and the coach that let him get away with that stuff. So that's all that's about. Nothing against any of you. And then a couple of these people, you try to make a video, show people how to do stuff, and they're always, oh, we're just trying, they're not trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. They're just trying to be a bunch of wise asses. That's all. And then you go to their channel, and really, if they were going to help you, wouldn't they do something besides always giving you advice? Really, it's ridiculous what they believe. Yeah. See, I used all that up already, and it didn't slump at all because I put the, this has really got to be built up. And I should be using that big one for that. Also, they didn't tell you this, but this stuff has a very narrow window of like 70 to 80 degrees. So as soon as fall comes, I like to call it, you're out of business. You are. Yes, it is. There we go. I call that my finishing touch. so you can see the putty knife. All you do is get some old shirt or something that you're throwing away. You know, one of those, you know, your parachute pants or your P. Diddy collection. You just wipe it off on that. Hey, and I used this acetone that's left over from the rag to really clean it off. Look at that. Like me, you can use that again. The toolbox built right into the boat, ain't that nice? Here's what I was looking for. Heck yeah. This sucker, right? See what's nice about these is it breaks right off. We're gonna try to level that a little better. See? Yeah. I'm saying that's pretty good. I'm good. That's it. Now I guess you see me sand it. If you didn't, you can go watch. It's all the same. Sand one, you sand them all. Yep. Like one of them boring jobs you don't want. Right? Here's your sanding job. Now do it 12 hours a day. Right?